Congratulations, you managed to find this video. Today we will be making scones. Here you can see the recipe. Here we have the sugar as needed.
Okay.
This is 4 pounds of flour.
Yeah.
And look at all that. Next up, we'll need 4 ounces of baking powder. Now we're gonna just put all these 4 ounces.
Yeah, porque es together, okay? Todo. Después vamos a moverlo.
Next up, we'll need 1 pound of sugar, pure sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Now do I put it in?
Okay.
We're next going to move and incorporate the sugar deep into the flour. Be careful that none of it spills.
Yeah. Very be careful.
And if you hear and if you listen close enough, you can hear the ducks in the background.
No, maybe the music's there. Okay, everything together.
Next up, you'll need just a tiny pinch of salt. You know, just as we're first going to put it, now we're going to put in the flour inside the mixer. Just as a reminder, this recipe is meant for a bunch of scones. However, if you want to make just a tiny bit, then you can use the same recipe, except cut all of the amounts of each recipe in half. We mix it all up. You know?
Todas las cosas secas.
All of the dry ingredients.
Yes.
Now. Next up, we're going to need some butter and cut it into small pieces. By the way, you're going to need 1 pound of butter, aka 4 sticks of it. Then put in the slices of butter in there, and you'll be good. Put in all the butter right there and
poco a poco.
Next up, we'll need 8 ounces of eggs for aka 4 eggs and half of one.
Yeah. Here is the half.
And here
This
and
is
next
the eggs.
Yep. And next up, we'll need some heavy whipping cream. Then we'll need, for the heavy whipping cream, we'll need 1 pound and a half.
Yeah.
1.5 pounds. 711 grams of, heavy whipping cream.
Yeah.
Pour it all in there. Up.
Ahora together.
Now, do I start stirring?
Yeah, a little bit more.
Yeah. Now start stirring. Then we'll need to move the egg and stir it around.
Yeah, para incorporarlo.
Incorporate the egg into
Yeah.
the heavy whipping cream. Sorry. Now put your mixer at the lowest level, and then just little by little add a tiny bit of the heavy whipping cream and egg into the flour.
Diga, no mezclarlo mucho porque queda huloso, cambia la textura, dígale. No hay que moverlo mucho, apenas levemente moverlo, ¿ok?
You don't have to mix it a lot, because if you do, then it will change the texture. Now we're going to grab the dough.
Okay.
Now, and you're then going to handle it by hand.
Vamos a terminar de unirla. Oh, it's okay.
Are you okay, Sandra?
Yes.
Are you okay, Sandra?
Yeah.
Now, now after a few minutes in the mixer, you're then going to work it by hand. Now, the reason being is that if you put it in the mixer for too long, then it will change the texture and you won't really like it. So you're going to have to work it by hand from now on. Alright, now for this particular recipe, we're going to be doing we're going to be separating different scones into piles. Now for one pile we're doing shredded orange.
Esto es ¿cómo se llama? Ralladura de naranja.
Yeah.
Y ralladura jengibre.
Then shredded then shredded ginger.
Y ahora voy a mezclarlo
Then I'm gonna mix it up.
por el sabor.
This is gonna be delicious.
Ya. Y así para que se mezcle todo el sabor. Y a esto lo voy a poner semillas
Now,
mixtas.
and also for this one, we're going to be doing mixed berries.
De todo tipo, mira.
Yeah. Now the specific one that we did was very berry fruit mix.
No lo mueva tanto.
Alright, this scone is now finished, so now we will use some cookie cutters to cut it into little segments, as you can see here. And that will go into the oven. Now doesn't that just look delicious? My stomach's rumbling just from looking at that.
Oh my god.
My stomach is like, are you ready to rumble? Are you ready
y
to
no quedan
rumble?
tan gruesas, tampoco tan delgadas.
Yeah.
Vea. Mira el espesor.
That looks good.
Y puedo hacerlo con esto.
Are you ready to grumble? That's what my stomach says.
Vamos a hacerlo chiquitico.
By the way, do you like this
Y
music?
se unan así.
Oh yeah, and
vuelven
if
a
you
hacer.
start to run out of room when I'm using the cookie cutters, then just push the mix the batter into just not batter but like the dough into just a pancake again, and do it again.
Ok, vamos a hacer esta pasta aquí. Porque
Now,
voy a explicar una cosa.
We'll put
Espérate.
that there.
No, ahora, mira,
Now,
¿qué vamos a hacer? Wait, póngale pausa. Ya, no, diga.
Next up, we'll do some batter. This is egg mixed with a little bit of heavy whipping cream, and you just
O
put
leche,
it,
leche y huevo.
or leche
Milk.
or milk, and you put it all over the
No. Ok, fue el...
Sorry, the flash went away. We're currently at 15% battery.
Ok, ahora un
Now-
poquito de azúcar encima.
Now you put a little bit of sugar on the scones.
Ok, wait, no lo mueva tanto. Ok. Un poquito. La cámara, enfócala aquí. Un poquito encima.
Just a little bit on them, on there.
A pinch. A little pinch.
Just a handful of sugar, and I forgot the line. Second part of the video, all the scones are now ready for consuming. That looks delicioso. Delicioso.
Sí, se ve muy rico. Ok, vamos a ver esto.
This looks delicious. Ooh.
Ok. Ujú. Okay.
These ones are still raw, and we put them in the freezer just in case we ever are in the mood for some scones.
Pero están crudos.
Yeah, they're all these are the bags in which we put them into when they're still raw in order to freeze them, so that then when we are in the mood for some scones, we'll just take them out. This bag, as you can see here, is for the mixed fruit. Now, now that we have all the mixed fruit in here, we are now going to put them in the freezer. These are all jalapeno, scones. These are all jalapeno scones, as you can see there. And underneath it, you can see the Halloween candy.
Cero.
Now we are going to cook some jalapeno scones. Let me just put some there. Put one here. There.
Ya.
As you can see, I have grown them.
Entonces le ponemos un poquito de jengibre.
Yeah,
Explique.
we are making more chocolate chip scones. And you see, by total accident, we discovered an amazing recipe for this, and it is ginger. We are adding ginger to the chocolate chip recipe because apparently it was actually pretty good. We added ginger to one of the chocolate chip scones because I wanted to try out what it would taste like, and it tasted amazing. So we are making much more.
Mm-hmm. Y cuente que se puede hacer con jalapeño. Lo mismo.
Yeah, and you can also make it with jalapenos as well if you want.
Uh-huh. Y se pueden poner a congelar, dígale.
Ya and then if you're not in the mood for a chocolate chip at the moment, then you can just put it in the freezer to freeze.
Así,
and then once
congela.
you're in the mood, and then you just put these things into the freezer, and once you're in the mood for some chocolate chip scones, then just take them out and cook them in the oven.
Se le pone primero un poquito de huevo batido con un poquito de leche encima y luego un poquito de pizca de azúcar. Explique.
Sí. By the way, for the topping, we take out some heavy whipping cream or milk, or milk if you want. And then mix it with with half of an egg yolk, and then we take and then we take this thing to then spread it onto the scones, and then after we've spread it onto the scones, we then take out a pinch full of sugar and put it onto the scones covered in
agarran este brillo. Mire, queda un brillito.
We do it so that then they get this little shine.
Okay, vamos a abrir esto para ver cómo se ve. Sí. Tome. Pruebe a ver.
Let me just put this here. Let me just try this delicious scone.
Póngale pausa. ¿Cómo está el scone?
Bien. I give it a rating of 100 out of 10.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It is absolutely delicious, and the best part is that if you're not in the mood for scones, or if you're preparing them for a special event, then you can just make a few, then pop them into the freezer.
Yeah.
And then once you're in the mood for them, then you can just take them out and put it into the oven.
Yeah, y quedan frescas.
Mm-hmm.
Como recién hechas.
Alright, now we have the chocolate chip scones. We also have, I think, 4 jalapeno scones. This one, and
Ya, mira, estos son jalapeños.
yeah.
Vamos a ver cómo se ven. ¿Sí? Oh, wow.
That is a jalapeno.
Y gusanos de chocolate.
Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate.
Ok, ese es de...
Chocolate.
Así es de chocolate.
Mmm. This is good.
¿Ya?
Mm-hmm.
Prepara la textura. Ujú. Ya. Eso
This
es.
is the jalapeno.
Ujú. Oh, wow. Mira qué rico se ve. Ujú.
Let me actually try this.
¿Qué tal? ¿De jalapeño?
Spicy.
¿Le gusta de jalapeño?
Mm-hmm.
Ujú.
You see, this is a great option for when friends come over and, you're just talking with some coffee and then you just decide, you know what, let's have some food. So you take out some scones and, heat them up in the oven and boom, you and your friends will be able to eat some delicious scones. Now, you see, these are the mixed berries. These are the jalapenos, and then these
Ya.
are
Choco
the
chip.
chocolate chips. You see, the trick is that you have to first, before putting when you decide to just save these for later while they're still raw. Remember that.
Ya.
You first have to freeze them not
Ya,
individually,
así
but
como
on
están.
a pan first before freezing them, and then after that,
Yeah.
once they're like solid enough, you then put them in the bag, so that then they don't stick together.
Yes.
Surprise!
Ya.
When friends come for a surprise visit, it's always nice to just take these things out of the freezer and just pop them into the oven, and you'll have a great and you'll have some fresh dessert for them. I'm pretty sure that these will go well with coffee and such,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe even chocolate milk, hot chocolate. Who knows? Alright, this is the end of our two-part special of our cooking class with Sandra y Cedro. I hope you really loved this recipe. These things are delicious. You would like them. I can guarantee that. So, that's it for now. See ya.